Russia has just 2 active Kalibr-capable submarines remaining in the Black Sea, after a Ukrainian Seababy naval kamikaze drone struck a Kilo-class submarine in the port of Novorossiysk. This is a devastating blow to Russia's Black Sea fleet and marks the first ever underwater drone attack on a submarine in naval warfare history. The Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, confirmed the strike, saying their Seababy underwater drone hit a Project 636.3 Varshavyanka-class submarine at its pier, causing critical damage and effectively putting it out of action. Footage released shows a massive explosion at the pier with the submarine clearly visible. The SBU estimates the submarine's cost at $400 million, with replacement potentially reaching $500 million under sanctions. But here's the critical factor. Russia cannot repair or replace this submarine in the Black Sea. The Montreux Convention blocks passage through the Bosphorus for belligerent states, meaning Russia cannot move replacement submarines into the Black Sea. Even before the war, complex maintenance of these submarines was conducted outside the region at the Kronstadt Marine Plant in the Baltic Sea. Now, that route is closed. This loss comes after Russia already lost the B-237 Rostov-on-Don submarine, which was first damaged in September 2023 by Storm Shadow missiles, then sunk in August 2024 during repairs. With this latest strike, Russia's Black Sea fleet has lost at least 2 of its 6 original Kilo-class submarines, leaving only 2 operational Kalibr-capable boats. The Seababy represents an evolution of Ukraine's maritime drone program. These underwater drones build on the success of surface-based Seababy vessels that have wreaked havoc on Russian warships and the shadow fleet of tankers. The attack demonstrates that even heavily fortified ports like Novorossiysk are no longer safe from Ukrainian asymmetric warfare. Russia's defense ministry predictably denied the damage, claiming no ships or submarines were damaged and calling it a failed sabotage attempt. But satellite imagery and the SBU's footage tell a different story. The question is, should Ukraine continue targeting Russia's naval assets, or is this just escalating the naval war further? Drop your thoughts below.